Please do what you can to dispel the notion that Thanksgiving is about indigenous people and white colonizers sitting together peacefully and having a turkey dinner. As an interfaith elder, I do feel the need to bring awareness to all faith traditions, which are mostly about how we treat one another and which deities we choose to follow and to worship. Welcome to Calm in the Chaos Interfaith Center, where we do want you to enjoy the upcoming United States holiday that's all about food, but we want history to be taught correctly as well. This is most likely the shortest God Talk I have ever presented, because I want you to also take time to read the Haudenosaunee Thanksgiving Address. At your Thursday dinner, discussions of difficult topics should be avoided. It's not only good manners, it's better for our digestion. So I'm going to touch on a difficult piece of history here for you to discuss after dinner. European adventurers and settlers, from the very popular Columbus to a modern day white man who rules the country, want to minimize anyone who isn't helpful to their cause. And that meant forgetting that the people who lived on this land were murdered, shoved aside, and forced to live in boarding schools to teach them how to act like the white people who were taking their land. During the late 1830s, several tribes, including Cherokee, Creek, Seminole, Chickasaw, and Choctaw nations, were forced from their ancestral homelands. They had no transportation but that of walking with anything they could carry with them, walking with their babies, their elders, and their infirmed. See, in 1830, President Andrew Jackson had authorized the forcible removal of native tribes to advance the westward development of the United States. The soil in the homelands of the native tribes was fertile and seen as a huge benefit for the white settlers who were growing crops that were going to bring in a lot of cash, crops like cotton. The indigenous people walked from their homes in the southeastern United States to land that was west of the Mississippi River. The Trail of Tears is what it's called. And that walk took place from November 1838 to March of 1839. The Trail of Tears was approximately 2,200 miles. Now, of course, many people suffered and over 4,000 died along the way due to disease, starvation, and exposure to harsh weather. I document all this in a God Talk, again, because as a white person, I need to be reminded of the atrocities in our country's history that built the system of racism that permeates even now. My indigenous neighbors and my brown neighbors and my black neighbors do not need to be reminded. They live it. But for me to begin to understand how to unravel the systemic racism in my community, I need to understand how it was built. And then try to stay alert and aware of ongoing oppression in my community and show up, stand up, and speak up. Love your neighbor has to be more than just a slogan for me, and I hope for you as well. And so on Thursday, be grateful for the blessings, the joys, the people in your life, and remember those who went before us. Learn the lessons from them, and do a little something for those who are struggling today. I leave you with this message for our days home from work. If you want evidence that the world is a terrible place, watch the news and surf the web. But if you want to remember how incredible this planet is, go outside and go into nature. Unlike social media and the news, nature has no incentive to keep us agitated, angry, and anxious. Blessings on all.